How's it going, Database? Says no data here. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Roblox Assassin. And welcome to part 2 of the summer event. As you guys know, we had a part 2 to the summer event recently. And previously, we got this epic new dream knife right here. Check out that video if you haven't done so. But another big part of this update is that we actually got another battle pass. So I believe this is season 16 of Assassin. So we have a brand new battle pass right here. And I'm pretty sure that this is the first season with 2 battle passes, which is pretty cool. I wouldn't expect this to be a regular thing. I mean, obviously the summer events tend to be pretty long, so it kind of makes sense to get 2 battle passes because, again, summer is pretty long. It's like a 3-month long thing. So for this event, it kind of makes sense to get 2 battle passes. I wouldn't expect them for shorter events like Halloween and Christmas. If that happened, that would be cool, but I'm personally not expecting it. But anyway, yeah, we got a new battle pass. We have 10 tiers, and we're gonna get a lot of stuff, including a new exotic and a new mythic. So as always, if you're excited for this battle pass, don't forget to drop a like on this video. And if you're new, be sure to subscribe for more Assassin videos in the future. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's claim this battle pass. Now, for season 1, we get a new common called the Pirate, which is nice. So yeah, here it is on my side right here, the pirate knife. Obviously the knife is sort of supposed to look like a pirate. You can see at the tip it has sort of a bandana, which is pretty cool because pirates are known to wear bandanas. And I guess the middle is supposed to sort of be like pirate clothes maybe. And then we have sort of a wooden handle. Not too much else to say about this common. It's really easy to get this knife. You only have to play a few rounds to get this common. So obviously a lot of people are going to get this knife. It's not going to be super rare, but it is pretty easy to get. Anyway, for tier 2, we get a key. You guys know the drill by now. You can go ahead and use keys to open up some cases. So yeah, you have plenty of choices. Whatever you want to do, honestly. I remember in the previous battle pass, I recommended you opened up the elite case. But the Solar Saber is not in the elite case anymore, so, you know, it doesn't really matter. So honestly, you could use whatever case you want. You could open up one of these. You could save up for a heroic case, whatever you want to do. All right, for tier 3, we get a new rare knife called the Sandcastle. So obviously, this knife is sort of supposed to look like a sandcastle. Obviously, you can see it's bright yellow like sand. You can see some windows here as well. You can also see a red flag right here, which is pretty interesting. And of course, a yellow handle, again, supposed to look like sand. So yeah, it's basically a sandcastle as a knife, which looks pretty cool. For tier 4, we get a rare pet called the pirate ship. Again, sort of supposed to go off of the pirate theme. Definitely seeing a pirate theme with this battle pass. There it is right there, the pirate ship. And yeah, pretty self-explanatory. It's a floating pirate ship that follows you around. You can see the flags. They have a little skull on it. You can see that the pirate ship is made of wood. We have some windows on the side right here. We have a little bit of a door that's supposed to lead to the inside of the ship, which we can't see. And yeah, it's a pretty stereotypical pirate ship. Not too much else to say about it. All right, guys, and we are now halfway through the battle pass. With tier 5, we get a new legendary knife called Palms. Here it is right here, and as you can see, it is a knife with some palm trees painted on it. So obviously the handle is some sand, so it's supposed to look like a beach. So the sand is right here, and then near the hilt of the knife, you can see some blue. That is the sky, and of course, we have some palm trees right here. So yeah, we have the sky, the sand, and the trees. So basically just supposed to look like a beach with some palm trees. Really nice knife, definitely captures the summer vibes. Moving on to tier 6, we actually get an elite case. Now, we did get this in the previous battle pass, and as you guys know, the elite case is right here. It actually gives you a pretty decent chance of getting an exotic, a 20% chance. And even if you only get a legendary, you only need 6 legendaries to just craft an exotic, which is pretty nice as well. So yeah, this was a pretty big deal last time because, again, the Solar Saber was in the elite case. That is no longer the case. Solar Saber is not here anymore, so not as big of a deal as last time, but it is still nice to get an elite case. Again, we might get an exotic. We'll just have to see what happens. But let's go ahead and open it up. Now, it does take a while for me to open cases, so just give it a minute. We'll get it eventually. Alrighty, is it going to open? Yep, there we go. It is opening, and who knows? Maybe we'll get a mythic. That would be awesome. Nope, it is just a legendary. Yep, that's to be expected. But it is what it is, because again, we'll be a little bit closer to crafting an exotic with 6 legendaries, which is always pretty nice. Moving on to tier 7, we get a legendary pet called Chester. Now, obviously, this is sort of a pun. Chester is a very common name, and well, obviously, as you can see, this pet is literally a treasure chest. So it's Chester. Again, sort of going with the pirate theme, we have a treasure chest as a pet. So there it is right there. You can even see some eyes on it, which is pretty cute. And you can also see some coins falling out of the treasure chest as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Chester definitely has a lot of gold in him. Sadly, we do not have a key to open up this treasure chest, but it's cool to have one that follows you around. All right, guys, and for tier 8, we actually get a brand new exotic. Not a huge surprise. Typically, tier 8 is a new exotic. And here it is right here. We have the fruit kebab exotic. Let's go ahead and claim that. And let's go ahead and try it out. There it is, summer 2022, the fruit kebab. There it is. Let's try this thing out in battle. All right, guys. So here it is, the fruit kebab exotic that you can get from the season 16 battle pass. And, well, as the name implies, it's literally a fruit kebab. You can see it's a bunch of fruit on a stick. And we have a handful of fruits right here. We have a strawberry on top. We have an orange right here. I believe this is a cantaloupe, but I'm not certain. I guess cantaloupe is a bit more orange, but this is definitely way too much of a square to be a lemon. And then, of course, we have a green lime right here. And I guess at the very bottom, I guess that's a grape? I don't know. I'm not too certain. That definitely feels way too big to be a grape. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's literally just a bunch of fruits on a sharp stick. This is definitely a really sharp stick. This could definitely kill people if you try hard enough. But yeah, I suppose fruit kebabs are pretty popular for the summer, so that's why it's in the battle pass. Not too much to say about it. It's a pretty cool exotic. I really like the colorful fruits. The order of the fruits almost sort of makes it look like a rainbow, because we have red and then orange and yellow, etc. Once the season ends, this knife will be unobtainable, so this could be pretty expensive in a few years. We'll just have to see what happens. All right, and as always, with tier 9, we get a brand new effect, and for this one, we have the fruity effect, so that looks pretty cool. This is probably really fitting with the fruit kebab, but I'm just gonna use the default knife for now, and let's go ahead and try out this brand new effect. Here it is, the fruity effect. So here it is on my knife. As you can see, we have some pineapples and strawberries appearing and disappearing around my knife. It also makes sort of a trail as I walk. Let's see what happens when you kill someone with it. And yeah, as you can see, when you kill someone with it, their body becomes a bunch of fruit, and that fruit just spills everywhere. And it's basically the same fruits as you see in the fruit kebab. I saw some limes, some cantaloupes, some strawberries as well, so it looks pretty cool. Obviously, this effect is very fitting with the fruit kebab exotic, which, you know, you'll have that exotic by now if you have the effect, because they're in the same battle pass. So you'll have the exotic as well as the effect, which is pretty cool. And it sort of reminds you of the pixel effect from MM2, because that effect turns people into pixels, and then those pixels just spill across the floor. So yeah, overall a pretty cool effect. All right, guys, and we are nearing the end of the battle pass. We finally have tier 10 right here. And for tier 10, we get a brand new mythic knife called the Radiant Star. This looks really cool. Definitely a pretty unique mythic. Let's go ahead and get it. 3, 2, 1, and boom. There we go, guys. We just finished the entire battle pass, and there it is, the Radiant Star exotic. This picture looks super cool, to be honest. Let's go ahead and claim it and equip the knife. There it is right there in the Mythic Summer 2022, the Radiant Star. This looks super cool. Let's go ahead and try this thing out. All right, guys, so here it is, the Radiant Star Mythic, and as you can see, this knife glows. Like, it seriously glows. It is kind of crazy. Obviously, this is sort of supposed to be a throwing star, a chakram, if you will. We have quite a few chakrams in Assassin. This could be one of them. It's just a sphere that you throw, and obviously we have some spikes around it as well. And again, this knife absolutely glows. We have a giant star right here as an effect, and it glows like crazy. This is a really bright knife. So yeah, we have a very obvious effect of a star in the middle. So this is a really cool mythic, to be honest. I love how it glows. The only big problem I have with this knife is the way that you hold it. Now, obviously, as you can see, we have a handle right here. We have a bunch of spikes right here, but you see that there's a little bit of a gap, and that's where the handle is. And well, as you can see, you don't actually use the handle. You can see the handle right here, but we're holding it by this side, so, you know, we have some needles jabbed into my arm, which really hurts, to be honest. So yeah, I'd say the only problem with this knife is just the way you hold it. I mean, there's literally a handle on the knife and you never use it. So that's just really weird to me. But other than that, this is a really cool knife. I love the effect. I just love how much it glows. Unfortunately, this knife does not have a death effect, which would have been really cool to see, especially with a knife this unique. But I'm sure there's plenty of effects you could choose from. Maybe the shimmer effect, I don't really know. People would just have to try out effects, but I'm sure there's plenty of them that would go well with the Radiant Star. And yeah, other than that, it's a pretty cool mythic. Once again, this can be pretty good in the future because this is a limited time battle pass. So once this goes away, it'll start going up in value. So it could be pretty good in a few years. We'll just have to see what happens. But anyway, yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. We have completed the entire Season 16 battle pass. Again, this is the second battle pass of the summer event, which is pretty cool in and of itself. And let me know which battle pass you guys liked better. Personally, I'm gonna have to go with this battle pass, the Season 16 one. I just like the exotic and the mythic a lot better in this battle pass. But I do miss the solar saber though. Rest in peace, the solar saber. Obviously, it had to be done. Had to go away eventually, but I definitely do miss it. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Roblox Assassin. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I know there's other things that YouTube people do. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay purple.